This educational video is a collaborative effort of the Association of Fish and Wildlife Agencies and USDA-APHIS Wildlife Services. In urban and suburban environments, conflicts with wildlife are increasing. Animals like raccoons, beavers, skunks, and coyotes can damage infrastructure, property, and threaten the health and safety of the public. One challenge of managing wildlife conflicts in these environments is the risk of capturing non-target animals like domestic pets.
When most people think about trapping, they often imagine one type of device, but there are actually several different types of traps that can be used depending on the situation. The traps you're seeing here are all live capture devices. That means they're designed to capture and hold an animal alive. That animal can then be released if it isn't the target species or animal, or otherwise managed according to the purpose of its capture. It could be relocated, it could be dispatched. The main thing to note here, however, is that these are not body gripping traps. A cage trap fully contains the animal captured and is often used for smaller species like skunks, raccoons, and possums that are not known to have an aversion to entering the cage. A foothold trap restrains an animal by the foot, allowing it to remain alive and mobile until the trapper arrives. An enclosed trigger trap, also known as a dog-proof trap, works in a similar way but encloses a foot of the captured animal inside a smooth chamber, limiting movement and reducing the chance of injury. These traps are often used specifically for raccoons, possums, and skunks. A cable restraint device uses a looped cable around the animal's neck, similar to a dog collar or choke chain, to safely hold an animal alive until it can be released or managed. These live restraining types of traps are very different from body gripping traps. Body gripping traps are designed for lethal capture. An animal captured in a body gripping trap is rapidly dispatched by the trap when the trap is sprung. In urban environments, wildlife managers may rely on live capture options or lethal options, depending on the species that needs to be captured and the situation. All of these types of traps are used in rural and wild areas as well. What's different in urban settings is how carefully they're placed and monitored, given the close proximity to people and pets. It's also important to know that these traps aren't chosen at random. Across the United States, wildlife agencies and trappers rely on the Association of Fish and Wildlife Agencies Best Management Practices for Trapping program, also known as the BMP program, to help them select the best trap to use. Through the BMP program, traps are evaluated using internationally recognized ISO standards to assess animal welfare, including how traps perform in real-world conditions. When animals are captured in traps that are approved through the BMP program, they're caught as humanely and responsibly as possible, using traps that have been carefully tested.
That's why it's critically important to be mindful of selectivity and safety when deploying body gripping traps. This video will highlight methods that reduce these risks, improve public safety, and ensure body gripping traps are used selectively, effectively, ethically, and responsibly. Body gripping traps, sometimes called rotating jaw or conibear traps, are designed to kill animals quickly and humanely. Unlike cage traps or foothold traps, body gripping traps are lethal. That's why their use in urban areas requires special precautions to prevent accidental captures of non-target species.
So a body grip trap is a lethal device. You can somewhat get a comparison with using a mouse trap. The sizes of the traps vary based on the species of animal that they're dealing with. The window is this open area in the center of the jaws. We have a triggering device, and we also have a little metal frame that acts like a dog to hold the trap set while it's being placed. Spring is compressed, the jaws are rotated, the dog is seated with the trigger so that the trap is set. And as the animal passes through, it the face portion brushes up against the triggers, causing the dog to release itself and the jaws to close on the animal.
Trapping always takes into account the biology and behavior of the target species and non-target species in the area. Urban areas add another level of safety because people and pets are often nearby. That's why any use of body gripping traps in populated areas, like any other area, must prioritize selectivity and safety. The techniques we cover in this video are designed to prevent non-target captures while remaining effective for the target species. Cubby sets are one of the safest dryland options in urban areas. The small entrance keeps dogs out, and recessing the trap protects from accidental contact. The V-shaped trigger directs animals to spring the trap with their nose, reducing risk of serious injury to pets. This method enhances safety and selectivity, critical in neighborhoods and shared green spaces.
But understand that we've blocked off that opening in the front where a smaller animal like a raccoon with the dexterity that they have and opossum, skunks can easily enter or exit the cubby, but this barrier here is going to prevent a dog from working the cubby. All right, so that's how this one is constructed. So we just simply lift up the barrier. We're going to go ahead and set our trap and place it into the cubby. All right, so we're going to go ahead and slide our body grip and trap into our cubby. Take it all the way back to as far as we've cut our slots. All right, we would bait the back of it, put our barrier down so it prevents a larger animal like a dog from working this particular cubby. All right.
Elevated sets remove the trap from the reach of dogs and people entirely. This technique is effective for climbing species and drastically reduces non-target capture risks, which is one of the most important goals when trapping near homes or parks. In aquatic settings, submerged traps are highly species selective. They target only animals that routinely swim underwater, like beavers and muskrats, making them safer for non-target animals in urban trapping scenarios.
I've identified several locations along this shoreline where the muskrats have made bank dens, and I've flagged each one of those bank dens so I know where they're at. I'm back in here now. I'm going to use a small 4.5-inch windowed body grip and trap on a stabilizer frame. All I'm doing is taking advantage of their natural travel corridors and placing the trap in between it so they'll be able to swim right through it. That's all there is to it.
Selective baiting is another crucial tool for avoiding non-target captures. Sweet or grain-based bait work well for raccoons and avoid attracting dogs, cats, or raptors. Always avoid visible baits such as meat or blood and feathers, and never bait in a way that might attract birds from above. You can further reduce risk by limiting exposure time. Set traps after dark and remove or deactivate them by sunrise. This prevents people or pets from encountering active traps during the day when most urban activity occurs. Posting signs and choosing your set locations carefully are essential. Avoid placing traps near public trails, parking lots, or other high-traffic areas. Whenever possible, notify nearby residents, especially those with pets. It's all part of being a responsible trapper. Using a body gripping trap in a populated area should never be a casual decision. Follow the BMPs developed by state and federal agencies. These traps have been tested for safety, humaneness, and selectivity. Ethical urban trapping isn't just about success, it's about public responsibility. To recap, use set designs that exclude pets and non-target species. Bait selectively. Set at night, remove by day. Post signs and work within local and state regulations. Use BMP traps. These practices aren't just best, they're necessary for safe, selective, responsible, and effective trapping in urban areas. Body gripping traps are powerful tools for wildlife damage management, but only when used wisely. By using the methods shown in this video, you protect people, pets, and trapping. Thank you for doing your part to ensure trapping in urban settings is selective and safe.